This is Scott Kaplan and Crew Tonight. The very best from today's Scott Kaplan and Crew show on the mightier 1090 AM ESPN Radio. SoCal Sports Talk. Here's Scott Kaplan, Alex Padilla, and John Browner.
Hey, great friends. It's Kaplan and Crew, Grande, the Brown Man, all from the 7 Mile Casino Studios. And you know what today is. Should we all do it together? Why not? It's Friday. Hey, Friday.
I wonder how many people did that with you.
Browner, you don't ever seem to really enjoy that.
I don't partake. I'm happy it's Friday as well. That's just a tradition that is yours.
Why, thank you. Now, speaking of Friday, let's talk about what's happening here in our worlds. And I say our, I don't mean me, Alex, and Browner. I mean our collective worlds, okay? So tomorrow is the Great Friends Cruise. It's all of us. It's sponsors, it's listeners, it's great friends. It's a surprise celebrity guest tomorrow. Many of you have sent me messages with your guesses. Joe Musgrove, Fernando Tatis, Peter Seidler. The list goes on and on of all these great guesses. You may be right. You'll have to show up to find out. But showing, whoa, what?
Check your text messages.
Okay. All righty.
So this might be I think this is going to put a little damper in what you're talking about right now.
Not a terrible situation. Not a terrible situation. But then I would have to say to everybody, our celebrity guest may be showing up for the pre-party, but not the boat party. In other words, we may go get on the boat and they may not be able to make the boat, which, by the way, again, turn a negative into a positive. That might open up 2 spots for 2 people that happen to be there tomorrow. Because Alex,
what time are you two going to be there?
I will be there tomorrow by 2 p.m. I will be there tomorrow by 2 p.m.
I'm going to do my best to do around
Browner, it starts at 9 a.m. Browner.
Browner, you legitimately, we are walking from grass to boat at 2:30. Don't get there at 2:30.
Come on, Browner. What is your deal, bro?
Why is this instilled in your brain?
What seemed to be the problem? You listen. You presented a question to me. I simply answered your question. Now
I wasn't expecting the answer to be 2:30.
Bro,
what time?
This is a work event.
You clearly didn't read the email either.
Right.
I did.
This is a work event.
So what time?
It's critical that you're there by 2 p.m.
What time are we walking from grass to boat, according to the flyer?
Listen. I'll be there at 1:50. There you go. Now
are you driving there?
Yeah.
Okay, I need to meet up with you at some point tomorrow and drop something off in your car because I believe I'm going to Uber there.
Okay, I got to give you something too. I haven't been able to.
What are you guys about to exchange gifts or something?
Yeah.
Very nice. So, okay, I just checked my text. I understand the situation. Our celebrity guest may only make the pre-party. He or she, him, her, they, them.
They
may only make the pre-party. So I'm going to say to everybody this:
is our celebrity guest a person? Is it like a famous animal? It's a famous
what?
No
animals on a boat.
Airbud shows. What are you talking about? No animals on the boat. Fathom talked about how dogs are welcome and they love dogs on Yacht America.
Ain't nobody trying to be on no boat with no animal, man.
You're not.
All I can say is this. I'm going to tell you guys something right now. It's Friday afternoon. And over the course of the last 2 or 3 days, I've said on the radio, I've said on YouTube, we've talked about it on TV, audio podcast. I've talked about how if you're somebody that has not received an email invitation and you think that you should be part of the group, chances are it's just a pure oversight. Okay. So in the last 2-3 days, I've probably gotten like 4 or 5 different messages from people who are in our fantasy football league. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, you know how Alex has said the guest list is all on me. It's got nothing to do with him. anybody in the fantasy football league that currently doesn't have a spot on the boat, don't blame me. Do not blame me. I'm absolved of all blame.
Wow,
You know who
that
to
was quick.
blame.
How so?
Because listen, I don't have everybody's email from the fantasy football league.
Wow.
So whoever's running our league, JDD Ocampo, former Commissioner Browner, whomever, I take no responsibility for the fact that all the fantasy football players were not invited from the get-go. Because, dude, I'm getting tons of people saying to me, "I'm in the fantasy football league. I'm in the playoffs this weekend. We're going head to head. How come I'm not on the boat?" Hey, come to the pre-party tomorrow, and who knows? Because Alex, how
Whose
many?
fault is it? If it's not your fault, you made the list.
Great question.
I wrote specifically on that list fantasy football players. Okay, I didn't have all their emails. I just said fantasy football teams. I did write that on the list. I have evidence. I got receipts.
Mm.
Mm.
So you're
Gosh.
blaming me?
No. Oh gosh, no.
Oh wow.
No.
that turn.
No.
It's taking a lot of
Yeah.
turns.
No.
I feel like
I'm not blaming you.
I feel like I just got thrown under the bus.
Oh gosh, no. Not you at all. Not me. Not you. Not
Shut
me.
up,
Not
Siri.
you.
Siri's making her point heard.
Yeah, Siri
Nope.
said blame Scott.
Nope. Not me. Not you. That leaves a couple other
JD.
people. JD got a little bit of responsibility, I guess, but can't really blame him because
JD has been hitting me up
yeah.
about things, and I was like, I need to tell him, like, you're the commissioner. Talk to the old commissioner. I was never the commissioner.
Correct. So this has to be a
Well,
collaborative effort
Yeah.
between the previous commissioner and the current commissioner to have the emails and to, because I'm telling you right now, I'm getting every day Instagram, Twitter, direct messages from people that say they're in the
what did
fantasy
you
football league.
expect when all for 2 or 3 weeks you've been saying, if I missed you, DM me?
right.
Right. So
What do
You
here's
created this.
Let
You
me-
created this.
let me tell you what's going to happen. Trust me, this is what's going to happen tomorrow. Alex, how many people can we take on the boat, on the Yacht America with Next
75.
Level Sailing? 75?
Mhm.
Okay. And what do you suppose our guest list currently stands at?
74.
And are you confident that you've got everybody counted?
Nope, because I don't know who you've told yes to.
Okay, so you think, well, listen, there's a
You
list.
send me screenshots, and I'm like supposed to put it all together like a murder mystery.
I know. Sorry.
It's the most inefficient thing of all time, the way you correspond with me.
What's
just-
what would be a
How
more
about you
efficient?
tell me, hey, this is Mark. His email is this. He is on the boat.
Oh.
Instead, you just send me screenshots. You send me chain emails that I have to read 25 through to find what the point of it is. You're the most inefficient communicator with me ever.
Okay, well,
You're
in
just
my
like,
New
yeah,
Year's,
I'm very patient, and I
listen.
know how you communicate.
okay, listen. My
But
New
this
Year's
has been
resolution.
this has been a headache for
My
me.
New Year's resolution is to become a
Go to
much
iDrive?
better communicator and a much more efficient communicator in our communications. That's my
You
New
are
Year's
you
resolution.
are a good communicator. Your efficiency is awful.
Okay, I want to be more efficient
You
for you.
communicate a lot.
Is he an over communicator?
No. He communicates as much as he should. The messaging is just
A scramble?
ridiculously vague and inefficient.
Yeah, because what happens is somebody will send me like a DM on Instagram. Hey, I'm on the fantasy football league, blah, blah, blah. I write back, I'm like, hey, bro, I need your email. Then they send me their email. Then I screenshot the paragraph, the request, the actual email address, and then I send Alex the picture, and I don't say anything under the assumption that he knows, hey, this person needs an invitation. It is, he's right. It's on me.
The last 2
Yeah.
days, Wednesday at 3:30, got an email from, got a screenshot of. This is literally what I got, Browner. I got a screenshot at 3:32 from a correspondence that says Jim Miller.
Mhm.
Only, and then the message from Jim Miller is, only makes the league better to have anything easy, great decision.
I
The
don't know
hell
what
does
that
that
means.
mean to
I
me?
don't know what that means.
As far
I
as
don't know
I'm
what that
concerned, Jim Miller ain't on the boat.
means. Jim Miller is a daily, avid, deeply engaged, great
I don't
friend.
know if Jim Miller's on the boat.
If you
Hands
sent,
up, I have
if
no
you
idea.
if you sent me that message, Jim Miller ain't on the boat.
Okay.
He sends.
No shot at you, Jim Miller.
He
But
tells me,
what am I supposed to do with that?
How about James Miller?
He goes. He sends just later on. He sends an email, and then later on, just sends people sending in requests for spots. Another screenshot. This one from John Glennie. That one's a little bit more I understood that one because
Mhm.
Glenny's asking to go on the boat.
Mhm.
I think.
And John
Um,
Glenny has been
At
around the
least put the
show.
word boat in the message.
no, but
Dude,
this is just a screenshot. Like
yeah,
he
John
just
Glenny's been around the
screenshots it.
show for 20 years.
But that's not what we're arguing
Right.
about who deserves to be on the boat. This is
Right.
the argument. The whole point of this
Mhm.
is showing how bad you are at communicating with me.
Okay.
He says another one from C.A. Baltazar.
Mhm.
Hey Scott, I'm the captain. I'm in the captain and crew fantasy football. I made the playoffs.
Mhm.
Screenshot of that. Thanks.
Mhm.
Sweet. This morning sends me a cited debate. No context. Just sends a cited debate to me. Later on, I can kind of put 2 and 2 together. Later on, sends me an Instagram from Jeff Pearlman. No, nothing. Just here's an Instagram.
Well, did
What am I
you
doing
open
with
the
these
did you
things?
open the Instagram?
Yeah, we talked about it yesterday.
I know, but did you see the video?
No, because
The-
I'm doing a million things.
Dude, the video of Donald Trump selling his NFT cards
Yeah.
was freaking hilarious. And somebody, I think it was you, Alex, yesterday, who said it was beneath the presidency of the United
No,
States.
Browner just said that. I
Browner,
don't
did
care.
you say that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I saw 4
Because it
years. I know
is.
what's beneath him or what's not beneath
Right,
him.
but to say that Trump selling NFT cards is beneath the office of the presidency,
Yeah.
like my first reaction was, yeah, but we all know who he is and what he is, right? And then I saw the video of him actually pitching it. When I saw the video of Trump pitching it, he's wearing blue suit, white shirt, red tie, just looks like everything he was, doing when he was the president. And he's standing there. It's tremendous, tremendous NFTs,
Great
tremendous,
news.
right? Just tremendous
No,
NFTs.
the way he started it was the best. Like, if you're gonna prop yourself up, you might as well just go to the top of Mount Everest. This
Right.
guy starts the video by saying, "Hey, it's your favorite president of all time, better than Lincoln, better than Washington,
better than Washington.
That's how you start a video, man.
Dude, I love how Trump is giving away an opportunity to win a dinner with him. Like, you could never have a dinner with the president of the United States unless you had some relationship, some reason, right? But Trump is like any other radio contest.
So
Win a dinner with me.
All one of these, I know way too much of this. It was very fascinating to me. Each one of these NFTs, I believe, are worth $100. And if you
$99 is what he sells
if
them
you
for.
buy 45 of them,
Mhm.
obviously, that brings you up to about $4,500,
Mhm.
and that gets you a ticket for dinner at Mar-a-Lago with 45.
Unbelievable. I mean,
You have to spend at least $4,500 on his NFT. So you're paying $4,500 for dinner, but you also get these amazing, beautiful NFTs.
dude, if Dwayne
Tremendous.
Johnson was on Instagram pitching his NFTs, whatever. He's pitching his tequila all the damn time. That's fine.
Right.
It's all good. If LeBron James was on Instagram promoting his NFTs,
Fine with me.
I'd be like, okay, well, look, this is what you do. You really do. You promote your brand.
Like if all the
Okay?
living presidents, we got how many are alive? Like you got obviously Clinton, Bush, Obama, Trump.
Mhm, mhm.
Are there any more that are alive? Is
I
Carter
don't
still
know.
alive?
I don't know if I.
Yeah, Jimmy Carter is alive. Yeah.
Is he?
Right? Isn't he like
Wasn't
100?
sure. Is
He's
Gerald
doing
Ford
poorly.
alive?
He's doing poorly, but he's
Yeah.
alive.
So like
Okay.
if all those dudes
Mhm.
dropped what Trump dropped, that
Mhm.
would surprise me.
Right, because all of those guys are very dignified guys. If
Publicly.
none of us have a problem with Obama publishing and promoting a book, for example.
Or doing a podcast with Springsteen on Spotify. You
Right.
know, like
Nobody has a problem with Obama promoting his
Clinton.
brand in
Yeah.
a way that is not saying to people, pay me. Like Donald Trump walked into the White House in theory as the rich guy president. He was Trump Tower. He's all the golf courses. He's international business guy. He's reality TV star. So we
He's got a
understand.
great looking building in Chicago.
Yeah,
It is a beautiful.
It's amazing.
It is
amazing.
a beautiful building in
It's
Chicago.
amazing.
But
He's
to-
also
but-
being sued over that building.
Trump
'cause it's not-
hotels in
it's not
Vegas.
supposed to say
Trump
Trump on it.
steaks.
Right.
Trump University.
But to hawk, not to promote and sell a book, but to hawk
Yes.
NFTs
But
at
it's
$99 a piece. And
but
you
guys, do you
buy
think we're
this, you
giving
can
him
have
so
dinner
much-
with me.
Right. That I actually don't mind that one. What bothers me the most is what the NFTs look like.
Right.
Like what he's doing, I don't care. Like I really don't care. Like do whatever you got to do, make your money. It's what he's selling. I'm like, this is as good as you can do. This is as good as the MAGA community came
all
up
the
with.
artists in the world that you
Yeah.
could have gotten access to.
There
and this
is
what you give us.
100% supremely talented artists that are Trump fans out there. And
Right.
that's what you got?
Yeah, my
This is
bigger
worse than the Lenza app.
my bigger issue is a former president trying to take advantage of the community that likes him, supports him, or doesn't like him, and still want, but just to say to somebody, buy my NFT, while simultaneously positioning yourself to make yet another attempt to get into the White House. It's so
Is he doing that?
Yes, I think the problem is all other presidents that you spoke of before, anything that they're selling it based on the ability of that thing to help other people.
Well, that's just it, right?
He's
if Trump,
literally selling this
Yeah.
to enrich himself, and that is it.
well, and
So
just
what?
again, if you're if you're a president, and you're out there promoting a book, and you say, hey, by the way, the proceeds of this book are going to help this,
Right.
and this, because I'm the
Right.
former president and I'm rich, and I have access to security, and I have access to everything else on the planet. I have access to travel and whatever. Put it this way: Obama is not right now thinking to himself, how am I going to pay my rent?
Right.
Okay.
Correct.
So for Trump, who walked into the office as the rich guy president,
Mhm.
even though character because of reality TV, to now be like with an infomercial hawking an NFT.
Like,
To your point, Browner, it just seems beneath the office. That's
like,
all.
what's the difference between him then now coming out and selling coins with his face on them? Like that, like when is he gonna show up on the QVC, like selling with the My Pillow guy, selling the 45 edition pillow? Like what?
That's actually I'm surprised that's not out yet.
That's
The
next.
45
Oh, trust me,
pillow.
it's
Yeah.
coming.
Yeah.
Well,
It's
this all.
coming.
I just want to say this. This all happened. This whole conversation.
Because you pivoted.
Because as Alex was going down the list of my inefficient communication, I sent a message from, yes, Jeff Pearlman on Instagram posted the video of Trump selling his own NFTs. I forwarded it to Alex thinking, we talked about this yesterday. This would be a funny video to show on the air today. But to your point, and you're right, I have this thing where I think you're like some mind reader and you're going to know what it is that I'm talking about. And I should be a lot more efficient with my communication. So thanks for pointing that out.
Yeah,
I'm
you got it.
coachable. I'm
Yeah,
flexible.
this was probably like I think my tipping point. This
Yeah,
list
this is
thing.
it. You're over,
This-
huh?
Not over, just like okay, I got to tell him something. You
Yeah.
got to be a little better.
So here's the thing. So tomorrow, let's just tell everybody where to go, where to be. Okay, look, we are going on this boat at 3 p.m. The Yacht America Next Level Sailing. We are going on this boat at 3 p.m. That means Joe Rigby and Don and Lori Benson, who've decided on their own that they're putting on a tailgate party, they're going to be there. I will be there at 2:00 tomorrow. Be there for an hour. We high five, we hug it out, we love each other, we celebrate. But then the people who have the boat invites, we're going. We'll do a head count. We have a list. And now that our celebrity guests, him, her, he, she, they, them, now that they have said that they're only going to make the pregame tailgate, that will open up 2 spots. So here's what's going to happen. Alex has 74 people right now booked for the boat. 60 of them are going to show up. There will be spots.
Yeah, that's what I think is going to happen.
No, you guys say that every year, and that's never happened. It's never happened. Like unless it's an emergency, that's never happened. 74 people will be there, and there will not be any extra spots.
Other than the 1 or 2 from our celebrity guests, him, her, they, them.
Maybe.
Okay. All right. Well, listen, I would say this to everybody. Come join the tailgate party. It's not official. It's not, it's very informal. Hopefully we don't get it busted up, and here's where we'll be. Do you have the like I say, here's where we'll be, and then I don't know where we're going to be.
2050 Shelter Island Drive.
2050 Shelter Island Drive. It's across the
Mhm.
street from like the Best Western.
Something
right
like
there.
that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You'll see. There'll probably be like balloons or
You'll see
something.
Browner. He'll be there at 9:50 a.m.
No, 150.
150. All right, I'm gonna
150,
beat you there to see if you can really make it at 150.
Listen, of the people I'm concerned of beating me there, you are not on the list.
I'm
You
trying
are
to do it.
late.
I'm going to try and do it. I'm going to try and do it. All right.
Is
Yesterday's
this a
show.
BYOB thing, or am I bringing beer for everybody?
I thought I thought your guys were bringing beer.
Dude, you're supposed to be the beer man.
See, the things that go unspoken here.
I thought you said
No.
The other day you were like,
we
should I
talked
be bringing
about
my
that.
friends? He goes, if you said if I don't bring my friends, they don't bring the beer. That's what you said.
Last week, this was a thing.
All right. All right, look, we're in the 7 Mile Casino studios, 7milecasino.com. If you love blackjack and poker and table games, that's on one side of the casino. If you love Sammy's Woodfire Pizza, it's called Sammy's Restaurant and Bar inside 7 Mile Casino. That's on the other side. If you want to have a convenient location just 7 minutes south of downtown San Diego in a smoke-free environment, and you're looking for something fun to do while you've got family and friends in town, come visit 7 Mile Casino. And their website is 7milecasino.com. And if you have any problems with gambling, you call 1-800-GAMBLER. All right. Yesterday's show, based on the reaction that I received, rave reviews. Why? Why did yesterday's show spark reaction that the average daily Thursday show does not spark? I will explain why next. Stick around, everybody. This is Kaplan and Crew.
Kaplan and Crew tonight is brought to you by Jackery Solar Generator. Explore further with Jackery Solar Generator.
Dominating the SoCal radio airwaves for over 20 years. Join Scott Kaplan, Alex Padilla, and John Browner for Kaplan and Crew every Monday through Friday, 3 to 6 p.m. Only on the Mightier 1090 ESPN Radio, SoCal Sports Talk, and the Mightier1090.com.
Absolutely. The best part of the day is working with the team and working directly with customers. Just because it's fun and I enjoy collaborating. I enjoy watching the customers' reactions when the designers come up with their spaces. And we really take pride in the team effort and what we accomplish in the end.
I can tell that the team we have, accountability is very important. They feel like the work that we do is not just a reflection of themselves, but a reflection of us.
We've always been a design build company, but now we've taken design, not only architectural, but interior design to a completely different level.
The philosophy of integrity here at Murray Lampert is always doing the right thing even when someone isn't looking. In turn, the homeowners get a really great product.
We're truly a team at Murray Lampert Design, Build, Remodel, and we don't take that lightly.
Your next outdoor family adventure awaits. Exploring and adventuring to new places, creating beautiful memories for your ultimate family experience using clean and pure energy. Endless charging for endless possibility, fueling all your outdoor needs. Our easy to set up solar panels offer clean and powerful energy. Pass-through charging means you can charge still fully enjoying your adventures. Experience your dreams with Jackery. Be free on your travels, enjoying delicious meals. Listen to the sounds of nature or a great film, peacefully and quietly. Making these small moments count. Jackery Solar Generator.
Jackery. Kaplan and Crew tonight is brought to you by Jackery Solar Generator. Explore further with Jackery Solar Generator.
Listen to The Mike Greenberg Show, 7 to 9 a.m. Pacific, Monday through Friday. Greeny brings his unmatched depth of sports knowledge, fun, and entertainment back to ESPN on a daily basis. The Mightier 1090 ESPN Radio, SoCal Sports Talk, and themightier1090.com. We'll be right back with more of Scott Kaplan and crew tonight. The very best from today's Scott Kaplan and crew show on the Mightier 1090 AM, ESPN Radio, SoCal Sports Talk.
The Jacobs and Cushman San Diego Food Bank needs your help feeding families and seniors in need this holiday season. Provide food assistance to those in need at hundreds of food distribution sites throughout San Diego County.
Today we're here at one of our senior food program distribution sites in Chula Vista, where we're going to be serving over 450 seniors at this one location. The San Diego Food Bank has been around since 1977. We are currently serving over 500,000 people every single month. We were serving 350,000 people throughout all of San Diego County just before the pandemic, so the need has definitely increased. We are here and wanting to make sure that families know where they can access food, and that folks who want to contribute know how to donate to the food bank to continue to support those 500,000 families every single month.
Happy holidays from the San Diego Food Bank.
San Diego Varicose Vein Treatment Center, we take care of all various needs of patients for management of their venous insufficiency. People who come here are mainly concerned about symptoms that brings them on or issues related to cosmetic concern that we can always take care of. Now with the advancement of technology and so many catheter-based treatments, we can treat our patients much more quickly, much more comfortably with less downtime. Patients love the result invariably.
It's been a huge impact in my life to feel better, to be able to power walk again. Overall, I'm just feeling like I used to feel when I was a lot younger, and I'm so grateful for this place.
It's a privilege to take care of our patients. It comes from the heart, and I love it.
At Shelter to Soldier, being a private nonprofit, we rely on the community. Thankfully, we have sponsors like the Barnes firm that get behind us.
We understand the difficulties that many of our veterans face when they come back into civilian life. And this program just seemed like the perfect fit.
Today we're catching up with Barney. He is now in our matching phase of our program. He is meeting eligible veterans in what we call speed dating.
How's it going?
So we have just recently approved 5 new veterans for our program. So Barney will be meeting every single one of them to see if he is the perfect match for them.
Barney's perfect date would be a nice long walk on the beach, and then he would like to end the night with a nice dinner with his veteran.
We got to find the right person for the right dog.
We're breaking that stereotype of what a homeless person is, this subculture of society. We're just brothers, sisters, mom, dad, grandmas, and grandpas, being part of the solution instead of part of the problem.
So, ladies and gentlemen, left-hand side.
We make sure that there's no drug dealing, drug use, encampments around their facilities, or anywhere in our neighborhood. We self-police, and that's all a testament to the folks here that used to be out there.
Watch out for sharp objects, ladies and gentlemen.
He's a perfect example of the caliber of the men and women that have been outside on the streets.
Here in San Diego for over 50 years, have worked all my life since 1975, but suddenly I had a stroke and I lost all muscle control. One of the things you never think will happen to you, but it can.
The onus of responsibility need to go to our folks like Ed, people you've seen here that have tremendous skill, and give them the opportunity to shine. It's that peer-to-peer support, talking to the folks out there and bringing folks in here to start the process.
Happy holidays from the Alpha Project.
Surf Soccer has been around for over 30 years. We're based here in San Diego, but we are the premier national youth sports brand in soccer. Our mission is to create experiences and opportunities for kids, and we do that here mostly in San Diego with our 1,000 kids, but we also do it through our events where we really help kids chase their dreams.
PNC Bank sponsorship helps the kids here. One, it is to continue to help fund
facilities like this where the kids can come play soccer. Two, it is really through our scholarship program. There are a lot of kids in San Diego that have incredible levels of talent, but they can't afford to play on a team like Surf. And so a lot of our sponsorship dollars go back into scholarships to give an opportunity for kids who are low to moderate income to play on one of the elite teams in the U.S. Having a partner like PNC who is community oriented and cares about the development of youth in the community is amazing, because our missions are completely aligned and we're both driven by helping develop kids, and in this case through sport in San Diego.
At Shelter to Soldier, being a private nonprofit, we rely on the community. Thankfully, we have sponsors like the Barnes firm that get behind us.
We understand the difficulties that many of our veterans face when they come back into civilian life. And this program just seemed like the perfect fit.
Today we're catching up with Barney. He is now in our matching phase of our program. He is meeting eligible veterans in what we call speed dating.
How's it going?
So we have just recently approved 5 new veterans for our program. So Barney will be meeting every single one of them to see if he is the perfect match for them.
Barney's perfect date would be a nice long walk on the beach, and then he would like to end the night with a nice dinner with his veteran.
We got to find the right person for the right dog.
Drivers are getting in accidents at a rate we've never seen before, jumping 18% since 2020. There are higher incidents of speeding and more aggressive driving since the pandemic began. Please slow down and drive safely. It can save a life.
What keeps me coming back is just learning more about myself in the classroom. And as I learn more about myself, I can share more about myself with my students, and I can open up more and care more and love more and teach more by example.
Teaching is just one of those things that if you have a heart for it, you've found your place, and I have found my place. I get to help little people realize what it means to learn something for the first time, and that's something like reading that will be with them for the rest of their lives.
Still a little bit overwhelmed, maybe a little bit surprised. You know, you don't go into teaching for awards. You go into teaching because you sincerely believe you can make a difference in young people's lives, and that's kind of what got me into the field in the first place.
Happy holidays from Feeding San Diego.
Nothing says San Diego like surf, sun, and your favorite Volkswagen. Right now, find your new classic at South Bay Volkswagen, family-owned and proudly serving the community for over 30 years. Check out the 2023 Volkswagen Tiguan, a compact SUV with sporty handling and powered by a turbocharged 4-cylinder engine. Or the 2023 Taos, with its generous cargo area, huge backseat, and great fuel economy. It's a top contender for the open road. South Bay Volkswagen, on the Mile of Cars in National City, or shop online at vwsouthbay.com.
I feel like I have the fun part of the job where I get to help out and make my clients' houses look beautiful. We start with looking at the floor plan, space planning, and then we look at countertops, tile, backsplashes, flooring, cabinets, everything like that. We have a lot of client meetings start in our conference room. Sometimes we have some clients that have already selected certain items that they want to incorporate into their project. We want to make sure they're happy with it because they're going to be living with it for a very long time. Sometimes we'll do something that goes totally with the style, and then we'll have a total outlier option for the client. And a lot of the times they end up going with that because they want to see something totally different. We want to make sure that we're focusing in on our clients. I really want to make sure at the end of the day that clients are happy, that I'm keeping up with my communication with them, and that we know that at the end of the day as well, and moving through the process of construction and everything, that we're going to have a successful project.
At the Barnes firm, we're seeing more pedestrian and bicycle accidents. Drivers are rolling through red lights, and distracted driving makes every intersection a danger zone for pedestrians. Look both ways when crossing, even if you have the right of way.
Welcome back. This is Scott Kaplan and Crew Tonight. The very best from today's Scott Kaplan and Crew show on the mightier 1090 AM ESPN Radio. SoCal Sports Talk. Here's Scott Kaplan, John Browner, and Alex Padilla.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's Kaplan and Crew from the 7 Mile Casino Studios, 7milecasino.com. It's Friday afternoon. We're on the radio on 1090. We're on the stream of YouTube. Chatlins, get involved in our live YouTube chat. We're on all the different audio podcast platforms, literally wherever you get your audio podcast. And tonight on television, Channel 4 San Diego is our home base. So, guys, yesterday, as the show was going on during the radio show between 3 and 6 on 1090, I was getting a ton of tweets and direct messages from some of our best listeners. I mean, people that have been with the show and have communicated with the show for a really long time. Some of it was just kind of this, dude. Hey, I'm loving today's show as you guys are not talking any sports at all. Do more of that. In fact, one of our listeners, Louis Escobedo, who will be there on the boat tomorrow, said, love the opening to today's show, especially when you guys talk soccer. Hear that, Browner? He says, so awesome when you guys get derailed, digging into the trash and sneaking into movies. Do more of that. It's so funny you say that, Louis, because I've actually been thinking about that quite a bit as the year has gone on. Like, we don't work at a sports radio station anymore. There's nobody who's a program director going, talk more sports. You're talking too much about digging into the trash for $50 gift cards.
Who's that?
That's me just doing my Joe Tatino impression, not because Joe would really ever do that to us, but Joe is always our executive producer, but he never really busted our balls like that. My point is, nobody's saying to us, this is what the show has to be because we're on a sports radio station.
Right.
So the more we kind of do this, I feel like the funnier the show is when we.
I think there's days that call for it. I think there's days where there's not pressing issues happening, or the Padres didn't sign Xander Bogaerts and stuff like that. There's days where it's acceptable.
Yeah,
the backbone of the show will always, the base of the show is always sports.
The safety net. I consider it the safety net. The safety net is sports. Whenever things kind of get out of control and we kind of need to, all right, this was fun. Who signed what? They gave him how much? And then that's the central point. That's where we always go back to. We all came for sports, but life sometimes outweighs sports in situations like yesterday. It was just fun. And nothing was happening.
But everybody's background is sports.
Correct.
Alex grows up playing high school baseball, going to San Diego State, falling in love with the Aztec basketball team. He's in Sports Illustrated, standing right there next to Steve Fisher as he's cutting down the nets. He's a huge Padres fan, but we understand he loves soccer. He loves F1. He's a sports fan. He's a guy, and then Browner with, playing college basketball and loving the NBA and having really terrible takes about quarterbacks in the NFL.
Don't forget about my semi-pro time.
Speaking of terrible takes, side note, real quick. Last year, Toby did top 10 fight videos of 2021. That ain't going to fly this year. This year, I need to reach out to Rigby, but the three of us, we are doing the top 10 of Browner's worst hot takes of 2022.
What?
So we have the bracket. It's like a preview of the bracket, right? In the bracket, we have 16 hot takes.
Right.
For the 2022 end of year recap. We're going to do the worst Browner hot takes of 2022.
Alex, tell everybody real quick, and I'll just get back on this in a second. Tell everybody, so, obviously the goal every year is to grow your business, and our goal is to grow our business. And the way we measure the metrics in growth is we look at certain pieces of data. For example, we want to know that on YouTube, we have more views or more time watched or whatever those metrics are. Now, you can get into that. But last year, we were putting out these fight videos and they were going viral. And we can't do that anymore because YouTube will take us down. But the fact is, even without all the viral fight videos this year, our numbers, we're still up year over year in terms of growth. By what, Alex?
About 6%, 6 or 7%. Yeah.
And what are those metrics exactly that put us up 6%?
Views?
Just pure views, not time watching or anything like that.
No, I'd have to go do a deeper dive into that, but I just compare, and we're not done with 2022 yet, which is good.
Right.
So if anything happens to hit again.
Well,
Obviously,
here's one thing I want to do on Saturday tomorrow at the boat. I want to do a live YouTube video because I found that the live YouTube video we did before the Dodgers Padres game from Union Kitchen and Tap, that video did very, very well. So I definitely want to do a live video tomorrow on YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah.
All possible.
Okay.
I would
So
suggest
yeah.
you go live on YouTube more than you go live on Instagram. I
Okay.
don't know anybody that watches live Instagram videos like that.
Okay.
Do you, Brownie?
I rarely go live.
No.
I
Yeah.
rarely go live on Instagram, but on occasion I do.
People rarely go. I think the only people that watch Instagram lives are when you watch versus battles.
Oh, really?
I think so. I don't know.
I mean, it's
I've
always
never watched a
embarrassing. Like,
live Instagram.
like when I put my live Instagram on, and again, it's pretty darn rare. Like one person, two person, 5 people, 10, 20, 24. And then I'm like, okay, I'm boring the hell out of everybody. 22, 18, 16, whatever. So I'll try it. I will try it. But
yeah,
here's the thing. Between Alex being a high school baseball player and an Aztec fan and becoming a hardcore Padres fan and F1 and soccer, he's a sports fan. He's a dude,
I'm a
Browner,
dude.
yeah, you're a dude.
Yeah.
He drinks beer,
Damn
rides
right.
an e-bike,
Sometimes.
lives in North Park.
That's true.
He's a dude. Same with Brown Man. College basketball player, had a taste of some pro ball, but the background with the rapping, now with comedy, radio, I mean, all the stories that this kid's got when he's willing to share. Sports guy, but a dude.
True.
He's a dude. And then there's me, I talk about my lifetime 30 years ago, college football, son who's playing college football, upset that daughter's not playing soccer anymore. My fandom's a little weird, like I have a kind of a different love-hate with sports. But that's my perspective. So I'm a dude too. Got 3 dudes, all love sports, all love real life talk, all have strong opinions about a lot of other stuff, right? And yesterday's show, I got so much feedback from people saying they loved that we spent the whole show not talking about sports. So going into the new year, I want to make another New Year's resolution. You ready? We have to dedicate 1 day a week, no sports.
I disagree with that.
Okay, tell me.
Here's my pushback.
Okay, go ahead.
It should come natural.
Yep. Yeah, I agree. I don't think we should plan it to be this day, because then it'll feel like constructed and it'll feel forced. If we just do it as it goes and it turns into what yesterday turned into, because we didn't plan that to do that yesterday.
We didn't plan any of those topics.
Right. It just happened. And so sometimes on the show that happens. And when it happens, we should just go with it.
Okay. Well, I'm not pushing back on that. I'm not married to a dedicated day of no sports Wednesday. I'm not dedicated to that. But I can't believe how many people got a hold of me yesterday going, dude, this is why I love the show. Because it's not all sports all the time.
I got a DM on Instagram. Speaking of Instagram, made me laugh. Let's see if I can find it real quick. This is from a guy named John. It says, worst sports show ever. Kaplan, full of himself. He never talks sports. And then there's a bunch of other stuff that I could just leave it at that.
Can you read it on there? I love being ripped like that. Because isn't this funny? Like, here we say that I've got so many messages yesterday from people going, dude, love the fact that you guys are just talking about looking for a $50 gift card in the garbage. Browner explaining how he used to take popcorn and soda and sneak into the movie theater and get it all replaced. I mean, this was funny stuff.
Yeah. Worst sports show ever. Kaplan, full of himself. He never talks sports. His crew is awesome. Kaplan only promotes BS. Love others on the show. Kaplan's a joke. We bet how long they don't talk sports.
Wow, have you gotten back to the guy?
No.
Thanks, bro.
Oh, dude, you should get back to him and ask him when you say we bet on how many people.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, and by the way, thanks for
on
listening,
DraftKings?
dude.
Where do I find this number? Because I will alter the field for cash. I will make sure we never talk sports.
Yeah, dude. See, that's one thing. Remember, like Super Bowl prop bets? Like Jim Nantz could just drop some money on everything that he
Right.
controls.
Mm-hmm.
Slide a little something to somebody.
Right. Same
Hey,
with
I
like
need you.
Lady
Yeah.
Gaga can make the national anthem go 5 minutes.
I
Right.
just replied, where do you bet on that?
Yeah, that's a good question. And you should also ask them, and how many people are kind of listening for that? How long do they go without? Yeah, ask them that. All right, let me do this. Let me just promote one of our great friend sponsors, and that is Ride One Up e-bikes, because
Here
I
goes
just want to say
Scott
to
with his
everybody,
BS again.
there I go. There I go. Just with my full of myself nonsense. Okay.
Yep.
I have found, by the way, that doing work in the LA market with other people, as much as I think I'm sort of full of myself, I'm nothing compared to a lot of other people. I don't think. I think a lot of other people in this business are very full of themselves. And by the way, it's probably what's making them successful, to be truthful. Here's the deal on Ride One Up. If you are thinking about an e-bike, like to this gentleman, what's this gentleman's name that's betting on the lack of sports talk?
John.
Hey, John, if you are thinking about an e-bike, the one thing I want you to do is at least go to rideoneup.co/great-friends, ride, the number one, up, rideoneup.co/great-friends, and consider buying an e-bike from Ride One Up. Great bikes. Browner, I mean, I don't need to sit here. You tell me, good bike?
Fantastic bike. I'm going on a Christmas ride, by the way, because it's supposed to be 80 degrees on Christmas.
Really?
Shut up.
Look it up, fellas. Look it up.
Oh, wow.
Really?
You're right.
Look it up, fellas.
Oh, hell to the yeah.
I might go to the beach on Christmas.
Dude,
Only in
if
San Diego.
you want that bike where you can ride and have fun and go fast and get exercise, use it as transportation, don't have to worry about parking, don't have to spend money on parking. I'm telling you, they're so much fun. But the thing is, you can't just have one. Not if you're a couple, you got to have two. rideoneup.co/great-friends. And if you're going to buy two right now, you're going to save a lot of money, because certain bikes are like 400 off, 300 off, 200 off, and another 50 off when you use our promo code Great Friends. rideoneup.co/great-friends. Okay, so for John here, who bets how long it's going to take for us to talk sports, we'll say this: I didn't get to watch all of it like with great detail last night, but I kind of felt like maybe the 49ers were in a spot where maybe Seattle could have picked them off. Seattle's at home. I like Pete Carroll. Geno's game has come back down to earth. But come on, San Francisco's quarterback's a rookie. He's only really played in 2 games. He beat Tom Brady last week. He's hurt. No one knows if he's really, really going to play and how effective he's going to be. And the 49ers, I think, and I'm not saying Seattle's really that great, but I think the 49ers have made their statement, which is there's a potential collision course getting ready to happen here between what looks like Philadelphia and San Francisco. Upsets happen, weird things happen, injuries will happen, and we're weeks away from the playoffs starting. You know, we'll get into like, you know, January, that second week, January 12th or something like that. But if I had to take a guess right now, I mean, San Francisco looks like they're playing the best ball. And by the way, all of that's without Debo last night. So you have a rookie quarterback who's the last guy drafted, who's the third string quarterback, who's starting his second game of his career, and the 49ers go on the road and wrap up the division last night. What do you guys think? I mean, you buying the 49ers?
I'm going to say this. Take the 2 seed. Please take it from us. I want to play the Lions week in the playoffs. Listen, if there is another, and this is going to sound insane, and I was wrong about last night because I thought the Seahawks might do it, but like the late, great Danny Green just said, we are who they thought they were. Anyways, in the NFC, besides the Eagles and the Niners, who's the last team you want to play right now?
The Bears.
I mean, are you going to? What did you say?
Let's have a serious conversation.
What did you say right now?
Of the playoff contending teams, who's the last team you want to play right now?
Oh, not the Bears. Oh, okay.
He's a player. You didn't say who. You said playoffs. Now you changed.
Okay, these are all the possible 7 seeds at the
Chargers.
moment. Detroit.
Talking about NFC, dog.
My God, can you stay in line for once? Bears, Chargers.
Lane,
we're talking NFC. We're talking NFC over here.
Just ask questions.
My goodness, you've been hitting that green juice.
Green Bay. I would say Green Bay. You don't want to play Green Bay.
Stop it.
No, why? Aaron Rodgers can't always get hot. Christian Watson is turning into a dude. Next thing you know, you look up, they can score again. Their defense has always been solid. They always had a good running game. They got a good 1-2 punch.
All right, Alex, let's hear you make the case, and then we'll find out if what Browner's saying is the right answer. Green Bay, because you're clearly going to build a case for Detroit.
All I'm gonna say is it's the classic. It would be the classic offense versus defense battle if the Lions manage a way to get in. The Lions are the top scoring team in the NFL. Like that's just a fact. The Lions have put up like 40 points in their last, or 30, at least 36 points in like their last 6 games or something like that.
Now that people are paying attention to them, they will start losing again.
Why is that?
Because
will they lose to the Jets?
Yes.
With Zach Wilson this week.
Yes.
Will they lose to the Panthers?
No.
Will they lose to the Bears?
Yes.
Will they lose to the Packers?
Yes.
So they're going to go.
So the Lions will go
1-3.
1-3 down the stretch.
Of the last four, but the last four, the Lions will go 1-3.
It would be a very interesting. It would be a very. I mean,
it's gonna be very Lion.
Be very on brand.
Right. I'm telling you.
but wait a second. They're playing the Jets this weekend. Now look, I'm not going to knock the Jets because they're having a better season than probably most people thought.
Having a better season than the Lions.
Yes, currently they are.
Yes.
But the Jets, the Lions seem to be trending upward, and the Jets seem to be trending downward.
But
and here's the thing about the Jets and the Lions this weekend, which is just can't believe we're even talking about this. That these two teams would make it to the point where we're having this kind of conversation. The Jets will not have the quarterback who is clearly taking over this team because he can't get cleared for his health. So now they're going back to the quarterback that they drafted in the first round, who was supposed to be the quarterback of the future, who's already been buried on the depth chart. So you talk about the opportunity for Zach Wilson. This is his chance to regain the starting job, to get the locker room and the coaching staff back into believing in him. But on the other side, for Jared Goff and Dan Campbell, these guys, like I said, they're trending upward right now. They're playing with a lot of confidence. And Detroit is having to figure out, as Dan Campbell talked about during Hard Knocks, we got to learn how to win. The organization has to learn how to win. And they're not exactly playing against Green Bay or Dallas. They're playing against the Jets, who are going through this massive quarterback transition.
This is the biggest game of Dan Campbell's head coaching life. Period. Because if they don't win this game, they're going back in the back again where they belong. So this season will kind of just be you got the Rams pick. So you will get value out of this season because you're going to have a high draft pick. But Zach Wilson is the better quarterback. Mike White, the team responds better and the system responds better under Mike White, but they have a losing record. Under Zach Wilson, they protect him by running the ball and playing good defense, and that gets them wins. The problem is if they get behind with Zach Wilson, he's got to throw more, and that's where he got in trouble. Zach Wilson is a better quarterback, and I think the Jets are going to win the game because they're going to go back to the Jets' basics of what made them good to start the season.
Where's the game at, Alex?
For the Lions and Jets?
Yeah, the game we've been talking about the last 5 minutes, that one.
Yep.
Man, stay on brand, bro.
No, it's just me trying to fill some time while I look it up. In New York.
Oh, it's in New York. Okay, well, home field advantage, outdoors.
Yeah, I didn't mean to make a conversation about the Niners into the Lions. I just think that that's kind of the way we're going right now. I think the Vikings are also
No, you're afraid of the Vikings. You're afraid of Vikings playing the Lions.
Yeah, I think truthfully the Lions are likely to, the way I see it, I think they're likely to make the playoffs. I think the way they've been playing, I think who they play remaining, and then the teams in front of them all have to play each other. The Giants, the Commanders, the Cowboys, they all have to play each other. So I think it might work out perfectly for the Lions to slip in that 7 seed. I think the Vikings have. How many one-score games can you win in a season? Every game that they go to is a one-score game.
If you lost everyone last year, it's only.
But they lost everyone last year, and they've won everyone this year.
But what you're saying is you want to see it right now. Philadelphia 1, San Francisco 2.
I think it's the way it's just going to go naturally. It's not what I want. I genuinely think.
I thought what you were saying is that you. I thought what you were saying is you wanted Minnesota to be the 3 seed so they don't have to play Detroit.
That's what I thought. I'd rather take my chances with Washington or New York Giants than the Detroit Lions right now.
I mean, you're not catching. Just simple. You're running out of games to catch Philadelphia. You're just running out of games.
No one's going to catch Philly. I don't think.
You're running out of games.
The Niners. I don't see them losing anymore. They play Washington. I think the Niners, and that's not even what Brock Purdy's doing. That's just a good team. You know, like. Oh, they lost Debo. Here's a heavy dose of Christian McCaffrey and Brandon Ayuk. Like these guys are just
George Kittle.
And then out of nowhere, Kittle looks like a top 3 tight end again. Nick Bosa is the better Bosa. I mean, that defense is ridiculous.
How about the throw last night? The play where he backs up Purdy, he fakes the throw to his left, he flips around, fakes the throw to his right, and then throws the ball to Kittle down the pipes.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a beautifully designed and executed play.
Kyle Shanahan is the king of regular season. We know this.
Facts. They don't
Thus
get a
far.
big lead in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, and he'll get a big lead in the NFC Championship game. You
But
know,
they're
that's
so
what he does.
close. But they're so close. I mean, they've been to the Super Bowl. They've been to an NFC Championship game. They've just won the division.
Eventually, Scott, they're going to have to come back against the team, probably Philadelphia. And can Brock Purdy really do it?
No.
He hasn't been
Well,
asked to
we
do
don't know.
really
No, we don't
much
know yet.
besides manage a game. So
Correct.
Has he made
I agree.
nice looking plays? Yes.
Yes.
None of
And
us
will
know what he can do.
And they play versus Washington, at Vegas, versus Arizona. These
All right,
guys will win out.
Hold that thought, because now we're talking sports for John. We're in the 7 Mile Casino studios, and we got more NFL for the weekend coming up. Stick around. This is Kaplan and Crew.
Kaplan and Crew tonight is brought to you by Jackery Solar Generator. Explore further with Jackery Solar Generator.
Locally owned and operated, not some bland, uninspired, corporate, cookie-cutter radio station crap. We simply say to those stations, Q. The mightier 1090 ESPN Radio, SoCal Sports Talk.
Many are adding companion units, or ADUs, to bring more value to their homes. Our experience, plus our strong relationship with the city, makes adding on easier for our homeowners.
We listen to you first, then design and build. Visit murraylampert.com for your consultation.
The Jacobs and Cushman San Diego Food Bank needs your help feeding families and seniors in need this holiday season. Provide food assistance to those in need at hundreds of food distribution sites throughout San Diego County.
Today, we're here at one of our senior food program distribution sites in Chula Vista, where we're going to be serving over 450 seniors at this one location. The San Diego Food Bank has been around since 1977. We are currently serving over 500,000 people every single month. We were serving 350,000 people throughout all of San Diego County just before the pandemic, so the need has definitely increased. We are here and wanting to make sure that families know where they can access food, and that folks who want to contribute know how to donate to the food bank to continue to support those 500,000 families every single month.
Happy holidays from the San Diego Food Bank.
Many are adding companion units, or ADUs, to bring more value to their homes. Our experience, plus our strong relationship with the city, makes adding on easier for our homeowners.
We listen to you first, then design and build. Visit murraylampert.com for your consultation.
If you're going to count yourself as a fan of this radio station, you'll need to continuously ask yourself one basic question. Am I listening enough? Pro tip, wives are not a good source for input on this. This is the mightier 1090 AM ESPN Radio.
Kaplan and Crew tonight is brought to you by Jackery Solar Generator. Explore further with Jackery Solar Generator.
Muéstrame cómo va a manejar papi. ¿A dónde vas a ir?
On every mountain and valley you tread, through wind and rain, we're here with you. To shine a light when it gets dark, and to forge a path where it gets tough. Let Jackery Solar power all your hopes and dreams. Take you where you want to go, to the goals you chase, to the ones you love. Explore further with Jackery Solar. Jackery, 10 years on.
Many are adding companion units, or ADUs, to bring more value to their homes. Our experience, plus our strong relationship with the city, makes adding on easier for our homeowners.
We listen to you first, then design and build. Visit murraylampert.com for your consultation.
Drivers are getting in accidents at a rate we've never seen before, jumping 18% since 2020. There are higher incidents of speeding and more aggressive driving since the pandemic began. Please slow down and drive safely. It can save a life.
Thank you for joining us. Catch Scott Kaplan and crew tonight from 7 to 8 p.m. Pacific every Monday through Friday. The very best from today's Scott Kaplan and crew show on the mightier 1090 AM ESPN Radio, SoCal Sports Talk.